that particular time. Subsequently, though, since then, there's been a lot of Tea Party movements, a lot of Tea Parties, and now it's pretty hard to identify exactly who they are and what they are and exactly what's going on. But I think it's a good sign, because they're anti-Washington and they're anti-Republican establishment and anti-Democrat establishment, and I believe that's good. But those of us who deal only in academic education and also in trying to change ideas, that's a little bit different than dealing with Tea Party movements. But those who are more involved in politics, I think they're rather significant. But all I got to say about it is that you just can't reject them all or endorse them all, because they are very diverse. And I believe what has happened was there a lot of people who spontaneously came together, not fully aware of exactly what they believed in. They had the energy and the disapproval of what was happening, and they came together. But then all of a sudden, when the conventional politician realized, hey, there's a few people disgruntled out there. Hey, that must be a new movement. I better get into that movement and get in front of the line so I can be a leader of that movement. And that's essentially what has happened. They're jumping in and they claiming. And there's pretty strong evidence that many of the Tea Party meetings are infiltrated by the neoconservative element and not an anti-war sound money group of people. But nevertheless, our job really is spreading ideas, and those ideas being so pervasive that they will influence not only the parties, but the Tea Party people as well. But it is certainly encouraging that there is this much excitement. You know, the other day I was talking over in Atlanta, and I had just been reading and doing some research on a subject dealing with intelligence gathering. You know, that thing that the CIA does every once in a while. And I made the statement, which I don't back away from, but it came out after me expressing my concern about, you know, the secret government and how much control they have. And I had just read recently that, you know, when the Soviet system collapsed, guess who really got in charge? The KGB. The KGB took over, ran things, and right now, 70% of anybody that has an important position in Russia today were KGB members. And my thoughts were that, you know, we ought to be cautious. I mean, I know we've complained about it, and the CIA is something that I've been criticizing for so many years. Quite frankly, I believe that if you have a truly constitutional republic, you would not even have a CIA. And then the opposition will immediately say, "Oh, you don't care. You don't care about protecting America," and all those arguments. But then again, the other side of that argument is, how much more money do you want? You claim that you have, well, we know you have $75 billion for the 16 agencies, and you don't do all that good a job. And you want more money and more personnel to do things that we don't even know what you're doing, and yet the CIA is funded, not only directly, but indirectly. They run their own businesses. Every once in a while, they get in the drug business. And they're a government unto themselves. Chalmers Johnson said it was a private army for the president. That is, until they turn on the president, and then who knows what happens. But it's done in secrecy, and they're pervasive. They're into elections around the world. They're into assassinations. They're into interrogations and torture as well as being involved in just about everything around the world, and nobody really knows much about it. And that to me is the big complaint. you wouldn't have to spend a heck of a lot of money if you just had a few people who were responsible